Welcome. I thought you might just like to get a look at Teebs the cat in her little costume here. It won't last long, so we got to do this fast. But I think we talked about this. Was it in Get Real or Stump Hot Toddy? One or the other. We showed you a picture of her, and there it is. That's her in living color, live action version of her in her costume. And now she's gonna get mad and walk away. And oh, okay, all right, okay. There you go. Thanks for joining us. Hello and welcome to an all-new Just the Dumbest. I'm Hot Toddy. Of course, you saw Teebs the cat in her costume. That can only mean one thing. It's spooky season. Oh no, it's scary again. Can you believe it's almost Christmas?
It's not almost Christmas.
Close enough!
I'm a dumbass.
But the point is, it's Halloween time, so we're all going to be getting costumes. And I decided that this episode of Just the Dumbest, the Halloween one, is probably going to revolve around costumes from here on out. Because let's face it, it's something we do every year. It never changes. This is something important that everyone wants to be a part of. And for every fantastic, mind-blowing, looks so good on you, you need to wear it every day costume, there's a costume that is just the dumbest. So without further ado, here is the 2022 edition of Just the Dumbest Costumes. Well, as I was saying, it's another year, which means it's time for Halloween once again. And you're all going to be going out there and getting your costumes and getting ready to have fun. Miss Pingrino and I have our costume ideas. No spoilers.
Don't tell nobody.
We've got something special coming up for the Smokin' Hot Toddcast Halloween special coming up here in a few days. But the point is, in this day and age, I know you don't like wokeness. Sometimes wokeness can be kind of irritating. But at the end of the day, you don't want to be offensive. You don't want to wear costumes that are going to make people go, "Bitch, are you for real?" So really, whereas this episode is called Just the Dumbest Costumes, it's really like just the worst possible costumes you could wear in terms of making people uncomfortable. We'll begin with this one, Queen Elizabeth. Now look, I know Queen Elizabeth was a great woman. I know a lot of us look up to her. She did have a number of questionable things that she did during her reign, but at the end of the day, she was, you know, a decent woman, and we do hate the fact that she died. She died at 96 years old. She'd been queen for 70 years. I mean, that's an amazing reign, and that's why it's extremely inappropriate to dress up like her for Halloween. Now, that being said, I think it would be less offensive for a child to dress up like her. When you say it would be kind of cute and kind of like an homage, would that be okay if a child dresses up like her?
Probably too soon.
Is it too soon all around? See, I was gonna say that it was okay for kids to dress up like her, but it would be kind of offensive and just downright dumb, or just the dumbest, to dress up like her as an adult. But you're saying all around.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year. That's a solid. That's a solid plan. So yeah, let's not do this. Let's just wait. Let's wait a year or two, and then we'll swing back around to this. But yeah, I wouldn't dress up as the Queen. It's just too soon. Well, in addition to COVID-19, we had another health scare pop up this year. Monkeypox. That's right, monkeypox came back around, and believe it or not, some people are thinking about dressing up as monkeypox for Halloween. Some polls have been taken, and apparently that's a possibility. Look,
an unmitigated disaster.
I don't know. Dressing up as a disease, I don't know where you fall on the offensive scale. Monkeypox is a new thing. Like, if you dressed up as COVID this year, I don't know, that still seems like important. You know what?
People have died.
You're right.
Stop tape for discussion.
Well, I don't know much about monkeypox, but I know people have been stricken with it, and it is very awful. So how about we just not dress up as pandemics at all, especially since it's had a major impact on the LGBTQ+ community. That would almost be like dressing up as AIDS. Like, I mean, you couldn't get really more offensive than that right now. So let's not do monkeypox either, or COVID, any pandemic whatsoever. Let's not dress up as a sickness.
Definitely not.
Let's not do sicknesses. Another person, getting back to people now, I hate how people are glamorizing this man, even though he was a horrible, horrible human being. But because Evan Peters played him on a frickin' TV show, everybody is going insane and wants to do that. Jeffrey Dahmer. No. No. No.
Definitely not.
Don't dress up as Jeffrey Dahmer. There is nothing to be excited about when it comes to this guy. It's frightening how many TikToks and other videos I've seen of people saying, "Oh my God, I never thought I'd be so turned on by Jeffrey Dahmer." You don't say that. You don't say that. Jeffrey Dahmer caused some major atrocities. Now, I mean, like, I am someone who thinks that there should be something, you know, slightly done about guns when it comes to all these mass shootings we've had. You wouldn't get dressed up like a mass shooter, would you? No, you would not. Same thing goes for Jeffrey Dahmer. The man killed and harvested people.
Sad, strange little man.
It's not a flex to dress up as Jeffrey Dahmer. Yes, he was scary, and he does fit the Halloween theme, obviously, but it's in poor taste. This man killed a number of people. Horribly, in horribly painful ways. And really, I don't think they should have done the Netflix show. That's just my opinion. But for damn sure, I don't care who played Jeffrey Dahmer. This man's not a sex symbol. I'm not trying to shame him because of his looks. The man could look like, give me somebody who's sexy.
Why I like to be nude.
Ryan Reynolds.
It could be Ryan Reynolds. The point is, I don't remember what my point is. Don't dress up like Jeffrey Dahmer, for God's sakes. Someone else who's managed to create some massive atrocities onto people, the leader of Russia, Vladimir Putin. Apparently some people want to dress up as Putin. Now look, again, you look at all of these costumes. You look at the Queen's costume and you think that's more of a tribute. But then you can look at Monkeypox, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Putin and say, hey, you know, these are just funny. We're wearing the costumes of people and things that are awful, but, you know, they're scary, so that's why we wear them. You don't you don't do that. You don't make fun of a situation, because when you wear, like, to dress up as Putin at this point would be like dressing up as Hitler. There's nothing funny about dressing up as a Nazi, so therefore there's nothing funny dressing up as someone who's killed a bunch of people, including infants. There's nothing funny about this. This is kind of a dark episode of Just the Dumbest. I was about to say, I guess that's why it should be a dark episode, because this is a Halloween episode. Now I have one more that we're going to talk about, but these are some honorable mentions. These are just costumes that have been overdone, and it's time to retire them. For instance, the inflatable kidnapped by alien costume. You know what I'm talking about, Miss Pellegrino? Where it's you're the alien and it's got. I hate that. Those were funny. For many years, though, that costume was funny. It's overdone now. Let's stop doing that. And the other one is the inflatable dinosaur. We need to retire these. These are not funny anymore. They were funny in the past, but it's over now. That fad is over. It's time to move forward. Let's find something else. Just don't do like inflatable Jeffrey Dahmer. Let's not do anything like that.
That shit was ass.
The final, just the dumbest costume to do right now is the Try Guys. Now, you might be asking, Hot Toddy, why is the... Well, you might be asking, who the hell's the Try Guys? The Try Guys are a popular...
How dare you?
There's a lot of people that don't know who they are, especially when all this news broke here recently. The Try Guys are a group of dudes who used to work at BuzzFeed. Their claim to fame is that they would try things that they had never tried before, and that's the entertainment, is that you watch them try to do things that they'd never done before. They were very funny. They're very animated, and they're, you know, a group of friends, like I said, from BuzzFeed. A few years ago, they started their own company, and they're just officially now the Try Guys. Well, there was 4 of them. One of them recently broke protocol for the company and had an affair with one of the employees that worked for the Try Guys. And in so doing, cheated on his wife. The bitter irony is that this guy is known as the guy that's obsessed with his wife.
My wife. My wife. My wife. My wife. My wife. My wife. My wife. My wife. My wife.
And being a dad and a family man, it's all he talks about is his wife, his wife, his wife, his wife, his wife. And then he gets caught not only having an affair, but breaking the rules and doing it with an employee. So he naturally got kicked out of the group. And you know, there's been a lot of internet drama about this. In terms of like regular news, it's not a huge deal, but like if you're anybody who's gonna attend a costume party, they're probably gonna say something if you try to dress up as the Try Guys, especially as Ned, the guy that did the cheating. So I wouldn't do that. But I wouldn't think dressing up as the Try Guys would be such a big deal until I saw an SNL sketch that was out recently where Andrew Dismukes, Mikey Day, and Bowen Yang played the Try Guys in their response video to why they fired Ned Fulmer from the group, and everybody, all the Try Guy fans went haywire, and understandably so, because it was kind of making them make it look like they were out for the drama. They were trying to have all the attention put on them, when the fact is they don't want all this attention. They hate what's happened. They hate what's happened to their careers. So there's a lot going on in their world. So the bottom line is, I would not dress up as the Try Guys, especially if it's like a group of 3 and you try dressing up just as those 3 and it's like, oh no, we lost our partner because he cheated. Or even worse, if it's just one of you and you want to go dressed up as Ned and then have like a girl that nobody knows next to you or something like that. What am I doing? I'm giving people ideas. What am I doing?
Stop it!
The Try Guys, bottom line, is a touchy subject this year, so I would not go dressed up as the Try Guys. So here's the bottom line for Just the Dumbest this year, Just the Dumbest costumes. Don't dress up like horrible political leaders. Don't dress up as horrible murderers. Don't dress up as horrible diseases. And don't dress up as famous internet people who are dealing with a lot of drama. And for God's sakes, just drop the whole inflatable thing. It's not cute anymore.
And nothing can go wrong. Oh no, it all went wrong.
And there you have it. Those are some of Just the Dumbest costumes for 2022. Offensive, like I said, is probably the more apt word. These are costumes you should not be wearing this year. Please, please don't do that, for the love of God. And with that in mind, that's going to do it for us on this edition of Just the Dumbest. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the Superfuzz Productions YouTube page. Clicky the bell so you get notifications whenever a brand new episode of any of our shows upload. That's Just the Dumbest, Get Real, Let Me Tell You, and so on. Of course, while you're there, you can go to the About section and get some fantastic merch. I don't care what anybody says. It is almost time for Christmas. Nothing wrong with getting the head start on Christmas shopping. So get you somebody special, something special. And, of course, the all-new season of the Smokin' Hot Toddcast is underway, Season 9. Plenty of fantastic episodes are on the horizon, and if you've missed any so far, well, you can just back up and go check them out right now. Have a happy and safe Halloween, and for Just the Dumbest, I'm Hot Toddy. Very funny, Mr. Green. Very funny. You put Teebs the cat in a giant spider costume. That's very funny. Very cute. Very cute. That's low even for you, though, I will say.
That's not Teebs the cat. She's over there.
You mean this is a real spider? Oh my God! Ah! Run! Run!